Yeah. You are now tapped into another episode of Must Be Two Sides Podcast. I'm your host, call me Woo.
You know me, it's the Flash and Wheelchair Cast here.
Max Sauce, the Black Ninja.
And it's Big Ken, Kendall No Jenner.
I'm Deuce Anderson. What up, though?
Yo, Hatari Jumbi in the building.
Yeah. We got the cast stuff on my block in the building today, you feel me?
Block.
You know?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
On my block.
On my block, you know. We'll be in theaters. When Deuce?
Yeah, June 17th. That's the premiere.
Dang.
June 17th in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't gonna be here.
Time flying, man.
Oh, yeah.
I know we got some free tickets to that thing.
You can get them on Eventbrite or something called, like something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
like that.
Eventbrite for sure. You can get them on there.
Yeah, I seen them on there too. Real quick, I do have a disclaimer.
I heard you came to spit some hot fire.
Yeah.
Not even necessarily hot fire, but you know how right now it's the whole hoochie daddy and all the other stuff. And a lot of times right now, like even like the older generation, they like, nah, they against the whole hoochie daddy thing. However, back in the day, in the 70s and 60s, they was out there with the Daisy Duke song with the crop tops, and they had the heels on. Y'all had like ass the chaps on and everything. Like, it was cool to do. Like, it was just cool to do, but we can't.
Hey, I'm old school, but I ain't never been into none of that. To each his own. Go ahead with your nut huggers.
Maybe it's just the term hoochie daddy though.
Listen,
Like,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Niggas ruined it, bro. Niggas ruined it. Like I was all for it. You feel me? I ain't give a fuck about the hoochie part being in front of it. No, nothing.
mm-hmm.
But then niggas being niggas, bro, always ruining some shit, bro. Niggas start coming with these shorts, and I'm like, okay, now niggas is coming out the closet. I see what's happening here.
At some point, you gotta want to keep your manhood.
Yeah, that
You
too.
know what I'm saying?
But you know, it's like
That's what separates.
it be that, but it be like, you know what I'm saying? It be like with that shit, we be trying to come out of this tough shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we could probably get into that on today's show. Like why is this black men we so tough with each other? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like you said, it's this group of lions and then it's that group of lions and then you got the wild dogs and you got the hyenas and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
you got
sir.
your scavengers. You know what I'm saying?
You either predator or prey.
Got the vultures too.
But then you got the ones who really don't even be trying to be neither one. We just be trying to cruise in between them.
Scavengers.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
me.
Like,
I'm just cruising. You know what I'm saying?
Scavengers. They out there chilling, waiting for everybody else to get finished fucking around. Like, all right, I'm coming through now.
Yeah.
Mac,
Yes.
you really killing me with this poop shot.
Man, it's
Kodak Mac
What
over
happened?
here.
What happened, bro? It has to be a story behind this mask, bro.
it's a vain ass story though. Like, it really ain't nothing other than I'm waiting to get myself, you know what I'm saying?
Macified? You wouldn't get Macified
You know
over
what I'm
there?
saying? Yeah,
He
you know
wouldn't
what
be
I'm saying?
fine on camera.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
did you cut your beard too much?
No, not even. It's just wild, and I ain't did shit, and I'm waiting to do shit to it. You know what I'm
You
saying?
looking scruffy over
I'm
there?
scruffed for this. Just nigga head ain't
Hey.
shaved, nothing.
Hey, women like that though.
They trying to give a
right?
fuck about women. My woman like it, but shit, no, I'm straight. I don't
you
like
straight?
it. I don't like looking at myself on camera like, damn, nigga, I look like a
See,
bum.
this is exactly why the hoochie daddy shit got canceled. Yeah, like this. You
Niggas
feel
like
me?
me. And nigga, look. Pause though. I just learned I can wear a small. Nigga, what?
Small.
In shorts. Nigga.
You wear your son shorts?
No, man. Look, man. All right, so look, I'm with my girl, right? We went to H&M. She was looking for some shit because we about to go to Miami in a couple
Bro,
weeks.
wait. You was not supposed to tell the store, bro.
What you mean?
We gotta keep that store between us, bro.
I was with her.
I get that part,
Okay,
bro.
yeah, I
But
feel
that
it.
store in particular, bro. Because now that you just let me know there is something in there, now I gotta go in there. And when I go in there, I be having to keep it on the hush because
fuck
you
that.
know
I
once
had to share.
niggas get a hold
They
that
gonna run
stove
with that
got
shit.
shit in there,
They do that shit.
it's immediately gone, bro.
You see, I ain't say where though. I just said H&M.
Yeah.
I said one more.
And you said it again.
Damn, I did.
He didn't say the location of the other store, but he said the name
Bro,
of the
it
store.
don't matter, bro.
You can
Listen.
go to any location. Nigga, damn. It wasn't H&M. It was VIP wear. We in there.
Okay.
She like, try these on. All right. But it's a small. She's like, nigga, try them on. All right. Try them bitches on. I said, gym been paying off.
Like,
Hoochie Daddy, something it
You
is.
sick, bro.
You got that man to Speedo.
I got a little happy.
Literally.
It wasn't bad. I ain't gonna do the small though. Fuck that. But I could fit it. It made me feel good by
He
myself.
still didn't say they want
Guy,
Speedos.
I ain't gonna
It's
lie
got me
though.
looking at this and I'm like, hold on, this don't add up. So nah.
Health
I'm
is
hiding
wealth,
it.
though. Health is wealth, though. I ain't gonna shout
is.
out to that for everybody who been
That is
sticking
true.
to that gym diet because COVID came through and people got fat. You understand me? I even got fat. It's hard for me to get fat. I'm in a wheelchair. We don't never get fat.
Come on now.
I ain't gonna. I'm dead serious. What, anybody you see fat in a wheelchair, they not sick for real. You understand?
That's like the ones that be at the Walmart and the Migos. That's too lazy to walk around.
Y'all terrible. Y'all terrible.
I got a disclaimer too. And if we dropping disclaimer,
Come on, bro.
it be wheelchair beef.
Really?
Hell yeah.
How?
I don't be fucking with people who got power chairs. They think they better than us. Oh God.
Hell no.
Real
Fuck
talk.
them niggas, man.
Listen, bro, it be real life beef. Like, what? Don't, cause they be zooming around. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was at the hospital and shit, like they used to like zoom around in the elevator. Like, bro, chill out. We going to the same floor. Like you in the same predicament I'm in. But if I pull that little battery in the back, you really gonna be paralyzed for real. Cause I'm still rolling.
You not shit.
Them niggas are soft because they ain't moving themselves around.
And I ain't gonna lie. Listen, some of them ones though, like you gotta see, we about to end up getting too deep off into this. But see, I can talk about this. This is I'm crippled myself. You understand? So them ones though, whose hands look like this.
You know what? Bye. I'm not about to go to hell with y'all today.
You gotta be careful with them though, cause they will slap the shit out of you. I done watched a couple nurses get slapped up a couple of times, and they was down cold Fraser. So you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta chill with them. But yeah.
The hook in your ass.
Man, listen, boy.
So we finna get off into this topic today. As the world spins, fucking around with this guy over here. All right, so on the internet right now in Michigan, it's happened in Michigan. It's a video of a little boy. It's circulating around where a little boy walked into the convenience store and robbed it. He was 12 years old.
Little white boy.
Yeah, the white boy. He's 12 years old. Now,
Y'all hear that, right?
if
White
he
boy.
would have got shot for robbing this store, would the clerk who shot him been wrong?
Hell no.
He came in there armed.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at with it.
He had
it
that
was
one coming.
premeditated,
You feel
dog.
me?
You said that
Hey,
nigga was
look,
waiting.
Jimmy
And
was-
he shot in the air.
Shot in the air.
Are you serious? Yeah.
Turned his back, everything.
Listen, little Jimmy would have got blue that day. I would have been in that bitch all Gucci man. We smoking Johnny Loke tonight.
So he would have had to
I'm
get it.
free kill. Man, what? They
Yeah.
was gonna lock my black ass up though. They was gonna
Yeah.
say he turned his back, any type of shit.
It's a little out of hand now. You
It
see
is.
a 12-year-old out here, a white 12-year-old
Yeah,
kid out here robbing a convenience store.
Yeah.
But you know why he did that shit? Because he knew he was gonna get away with it.
I thought he had a little black in him. I don't.
He knew damn well he was gonna walk up in that motherfucker, pull the gun out, shoot up, get the money, and walk out.
Walk right out.
He knew
The
that.
guy behind him didn't even do nothing. He flinched
Nothing.
and just
You know, walked
stood
out.
there.
Yeah.
You peeped it. There was a nigga in front of him. He stood to wait for the nigga to leave and walked up like, give me that shit. That
I
nigga
thought,
knew he was
it
gonna
was
walk
one
out.
of them prank phone things like, people be doing. I said, oh, no, that's real. That's a real shot.
Yeah.
He jumped himself though when he let off that shot.
Yeah.
I give him his courage though, nigga. Give him
That's why I
that.
say he must have a little black in him. He had a little courage that day, didn't
I
he?
give him that. That nigga knew what he was coming to get. He got it.
I am getting this bread and I am leaving.
Don't be no
too.
niggas.
Are you serious?
He probably
Are
would
you
have got
for real?
away with it if he had a mask on.
Yeah.
That was the next thing too, though. That fucked me up. Like, damn, he barefaced as hell. He
Bare
got
face as hell.
this little. I ain't gonna lie, that little nigga gangster.
That's what happens
And
when they let
whatever
that.
suburb he from, they need some money out there.
That's what happened when they let that white privilege run to their head. They stopped thinking rationally.
His daddy must have lost his job.
Something.
Hey, yeah, 'cause you know, white people, they don't know how to deal with being broke
That's
like
what
how
I'm
black
saying.
people do. Like, when white people, listen, white people broke and black people broke is two different things.
Two different things. And for a
But that kid-
12-year-old kid to grab the strap, like, my family got to eat, that's a whole nother. I don't understand that level.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Bridge car, little boy, bridge car.
They getting more than we do.
Almost
Indeed.
definitely. Oh, for sure, for sure.
They get more than we do. They get more financial assistance than we do.
Oh,
Our
he
people of color.
need it. And that's probably what they're going to say in court.
They might say that.
I don't know, man. Lately, they've been frying people. People been getting fried lately. Like
We talking about a 12-year-old white boy.
It don't matter.
They gonna say he still got a future.
Listen, you gotta
He
think.
ain't like what's my man who was from Pontiac who caught the murder case, Nathaniel Abrahams. He not a Nathaniel Abrahams. They gonna look at him like he a victim.
But see, you gotta think though. It's too many of them with all these mass shootings and shit. Like little white boys getting fried.
Did you hear what
man.
the one dude said in Buffalo? Not guilty. He not guilty.
How?
That's what he when they asked him what
Was he guilty or not?
right.
Oh.
Not guilty. So this is the fight that they gonna do now. You know what I'm saying?
He could,
mental,
though.
and then they threw out there mental illness. So if you think about it, mental illness, what they gonna do is now that's gonna be the focus of the case. Mental illness. He'll be released.
You ain't gonna do no jail time.
None.
No jail time.
I don't think they gonna do no shit.
Watch.
That's the America for you. We living in a country that's built on criminals. Criminal acts from the beginning of time to this day. Only way to change it if we get everybody involved. It's got to be a black and a white thing. It has to be everybody involved, collective. Get these gun laws changed. And then we got to start reprogramming these kids' minds.
Oh yeah, because they off.
I mean,
gotta
I ain't
be-
gonna lie though. We all got to be reprogrammed.
We all got to be
Cause,
But I look at it, I'm 50 now.
right.
I ain't got that much time. We got to start with the youth.
Yeah.
They still got the future. We can't have people going in elementary school shooting up the elementary school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Shooting up anywhere.
And that's
Anyway.
the thing, I ain't gonna lie though too. And it's just the fact of the matter. This is happening at schools though. Like you feel me? Like, and then these are
Schools,
schools,
churches.
these are schools that's in the suburbs.
What was it at?
These
It was a
ain't-
school, a church, and a grocery store.
It was just something
Pennsylvania, too.
in Pennsylvania yesterday.
I noticed the patterns. I called this shit out 4 school shootings ago.
It's patterns.
It's patterns.
It's done on
This
purpose.
shit all orchestrated.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It is.
It's a whole bigger agenda going on right now. They just
It's political and it's like my father always say, negative and positive will always exist. It's not going nowhere. It's just how we counterbalance with it. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta fight those stereotypes. We gotta reprogram, like I was saying about the Willie Lynch program. We gotta reprogram our men and our women.
that's
Yeah.
facts, though, because
You know what I'm saying?
divided.
When my son get old enough to actually read that length of the document, I'm gonna have him read that.
I mean, because it's true and it's deep. It lasted for generations and generations and
Still
generations.
happening.
Over
And now,
400 years.
look,
Still
look
happening.
at
Over
now.
400 years.
Still happening.
We fighting about Kevin Samuels. You can't mention this guy's name because he trying to get everybody some hope and like look at things a different light. And they like, he died, F him, forget him. It's like, this man was giving you knowledge, whether you liked it or not. It's knowledge.
And with that, I ain't gonna lie. With that, it just showed like how
We divided.
we divided, and it just showed like y'all only showed the clips that y'all want to see.
Yeah,
And y'all
the negative
made him out for something that he wasn't just based off. Y'all called to ask that man for his opinion on his platform. That's like
So what,
somebody
he
called
supposed to sugarcoat it?
Yeah, that's like somebody calling up here and saying, "Well, wooty man, you gonna get blase out of whoever the host is up here. This our platform. We didn't call you. You
called
asked
him.
us. You know what I'm saying?
Before we get into before we get into On My Block, before we get into it,
on my block.
before we get into in depth into it as much as y'all can, I got another video too where the girl was pouring the ashes out of the dude's mother over the
Oh,
bridge.
my
She went
God.
to jail. That's what.
Yeah,
dumbass
she went to
kid.
jail.
She went to jail.
Hey,
Dumbass.
But to me, what's the charge?
It's like someone with a corpse.
It was something. Hold
oh
on.
yeah,
Look that
she
shit
she about to get like 5 years for
She
like
got
damage
charged
of a
with
corpse
something.
or something like that. Yeah.
up. Yeah.
Ooh,
She-
that's-
I ain't gonna lie though, bro.
Was she like a girlfriend or something?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, not
yeah.
even a wife.
I'm not even
Bitch,
gonna
she's a
hold you
girlfriend.
up. He must ain't got no sisters or something, cause
Yeah.
man, listen.
First of all, how
But
she
she
get
not
it? You just gonna
How
steal something out the
first
crib.
that, and then like I said, he must ain't got no sisters, no aunties or something. Cause ain't nowhere in the world my cousin's gonna let you disrespect me like that. And my mama's ass was like, yeah, you about to go meet her.
Now, no disrespect, but that just show I can't even say home training. Mental illness. Cause
Almost definitely. Cause what made you
what
do
makes
that?
you
Yeah, grab some ashes.
Ashes.
if a person don't answer the phone, you caught them cheating or whatever, it don't That don't register to point out his dead mother's ashes. I'm just sorry.
Sorry, ashes are heavy too. Ashes are heavy.
They are indeed. My daddy's is very heavy.
Ashes are heavy. So for you to do that, it took time for you to actually. That was calculated. To think I'm gonna just go ahead and do something like that.
I'm gonna get you back.
I ain't gonna lie though. For me, y'all know I'm sick in the head. I hold some ashes blew back in your face. Now it's my mama's ass.
And they did too, low key, because they
You feel me?
cheated
You just can't pour that shit. Man,
Karma a bitch.
Also,
for sure.
Also, the person that had recorded you doing this, they didn't tell you to stop. No, don't do that. That's not cool. Like, they just recorded you doing that. Like, it was okay.
We stuck on that recording shit.
As you say, as the world
gotta be documented and
spins.
presented.
Hey, listen. Every day is a reality around this joint. Cause it's like you can't do. Like you know, niggas can't. You can't even eat a hot dog no more without somebody putting the camera out. Like you can't do shit without
Everything, not like you say, is a cancel culture. You can't make a mistake without being canceled. Like, that.
Hey, but you know, I don't really. To be honest though, I don't really believe in cancel culture.
Me neither.
Cause it's like.
You can't cancel
You can't really cancel me for real. Like certain people got like raw fan bases. Like Lil Boosie got a raw. Like that nigga got a raw ass fan base. So regardless if that nigga got Instagram, no Instagram, if he got any type of way to get on, like his fans,
they're gonna find.
If people fuck with you, they fuck with you.
Just like Will Smith and Chris Rock. Will Smith got a big fan base.
Yeah.
No matter what he does, if he get away from Jada, it'll get even bigger.
In
low key.
That's all they were waiting on. It even get bigger. His platform. Yeah. I ain't gonna say what he did was right or wrong, but two men need to work things out. But it's not gonna diminish neither one of their platforms. Look what happened to Chris Rock right after.
Yeah.
Ticket sales skyrocketed. And he still haven't made a comment about it.
He said he ain't talking about it unless he get paid.
Unless he get paid.
Say a couple little jokes here and there.
I mean, you gotta laugh sources. You know what I'm saying? You gotta laugh
at your pain. The softest rapper.
But did y'all see the clip of the old movie that references the whole situation?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And like I told people, I look at Hollywood different. I look at it like, okay, they need the ratings. Y'all got Will Packard now. He producing, directing the Oscars. Yeah, set it up for that. Because next year, what you think the ratings gonna be like? Everybody and their mama, black, white, Puerto Rican, gonna be tuning in to see what's finna happen next. And they could possibly host together.
That's some big
that'd be wild.
Come togetherness.
That'd be wild.
After beefing for a whole year over a joke.
Right.
That was
over
quite
a wife,
funny, if I say.
Over a wife who could have stopped the whole incident from even popping off.
That shit went nuts.
What happened to baby? Sit down.
It went that way because it was supposed to.
Yep.
That's right. Everything is written. It's been written. You can't change what God has written. If you can change what God has written, you're bad. And I doubt it.
I ain't changing shit. I ain't touching that one. God wrote that, buddy.
He wrote it.
Yeah. We finna get off into On My Block.
On My Block.
Deuce?
Huh?
Right, man.
I ain't know if he was ready, if he wanted to get on his mic a little bit. What up, dog?
Yeah.
What's up, bro?
Get into On My Block real quick, man.
Oh, yeah.
As much as you can.
It's a comedy that come out on the 17th. And, the premiere is on June 17th. This the writer right here, Atari. He the man, dog. He the man behind it.
Oh,
I'm gonna do a little talking. Yeah. So Deuce plays Too Hype, one of the main characters. The movie is based about two brothers who are fighting to save their house from foreclosure. They bump into a shiesty real estate agent, so they got to fight him. And the block comes together to help them save the house. You know what I'm saying? So it's an inspirational comedy drama. So we want to inspire people to read contracts before you sign them. And every situation don't call for you to be a drug dealer to get you out of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the other inspiration behind it. And plus, it's not a lot of cussing in it. It's funny as hell. We got Elton Boogie Williams. He plays Mighty, his brother, one of the main characters. I got my man Ray A. Frank. The second, he plays Seneca. He's also one of the executive producers. Me and Big E, Eric Thomas, we wrote it. He over there snoring. So pay him no mind. Can we get a camera on him real quick?
Quick zoom in.
Oh, yeah, zoom. Yeah, he's over there.
Now.
had you. But like I said, the movie is funny. It's an inspirational comedy drama. It drops June 17th. We got Farrah Coco Brown, who's one of Tyler. She was in a lot of Tyler Perry movies. You'll catch her in the first season of BMF. She's in the new season of P-Valley. She's also in Still on My Block. We got Jamal Woolard, who is, of course, in Notorious. He's also in All Eyes on Me, in 1,000 Detroit movies. But this one is a comedy. He's going to have you like, straight up. So if y'all can't, not if you can, y'all ain't got nothing to do. It's Father's Day weekend. Come get a couple tickets. Bring your daddy, bring your boyfriend, bring your husband. You know what I'm saying? Get your son. It's a movie for everybody to come out and have a great time. It's on the Friday, and we gonna turn up that whole weekend. Plus, it's Juneteenth. You heard?
You know,
See, he can do that way better than I can.
Oh, I can just saw that.
He's like, I'm just a guy that plays a guy.
I just work here. I just work here. That shit.
He know all the behind the scenes and the scripts and all that stuff.
Real quick, how Deuce came. Deuce was auditioning for another role. And me and the director, the legendary John Dawson did Thriller. He did all the Michael Jackson posters you got on the wall. Your mama got a Michael Jackson poster on the wall, whatever. John Dawson did it. He's the original photographer for the Jacksons. But anyway, Deuce, he auditioning for the role of Poop, right? We on Zoom. I call Mr. Dawson, hang up and call Mr. Dawson. I'm like, I think Dog need to try out for Too Hype. He read, and oh my God, we ain't looked back since. The guy is phenomenal. I didn't even know he was a student actor, like he studied act. I never asked, and then one day he just came out like, man, I went to California, I study acting. I'm like, so I feel like we got a jewel with Deuce Anderson being a part of Still on My Block.
Look, and I appreciate that.
Oh man, I appreciate you, King. That's all love, no cap. Even though I'm a Capricorn.
Gang.
Thank
You heard?
Relax.
Hold on. What? See what I'm saying? See. Why y'all gotta do that?
Libra's in the building.
Always some type of Capricorn slander. Boy,
Libra's in the building.
Man, hey, we started and we ended.
Relax.
Back to my block. Yeah, hold on, man.
Trying to get in his next movie.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Next audition, let me know.
We got June 12th, 7 Mile, and last year we doing the Making of a Thug, the YBI.
Okay.
So once Ray get on the mic, he can give you more details about the audition and everything.
Okay.
But we do got some stuff coming up. We also looking for music for the soundtrack is Still on My Block.
Okay.
The movie will be out first, and then we're going to drop the soundtrack. Soundtrack is being led by my Uncle Jerry Flynn, who's a legendary Detroit recording engineer, and Jamari Hollis, dope young producer, killing the game. So just look out for that as well, too.
Okay.
Hey man, shouts out to the city of Detroit.
To the city.
Like the city on. Like it's a lot of things going on. Like between the music and the movies, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause Tubi, Detroit got Tubi on lock.
Motherfucker. And coming for Amazon Prime, too.
And even before I get up out of here, we also have our own network, too, called the Worldwide Film Factory. It's on Roku, Amazon Prime, Fire Stick, and I'm forgetting one. Apple TV. Okay. It's called Worldwide Film Factory, so it's WWFF. Check us out. We got a lot of content on there. We're going to also have new content coming up. So we're looking for all filmmakers for that platform as well. Okay. And also, before I get up out of here, all my entrepreneurs, if you got a small business, we looking for sponsors. We got sponsorship packages for the movie starting off at $150. For that $150, you can get your logo onto the backdrop and have it played before the movie as well. And for an extra $35, we'll throw in 50 business cards in the gift bag for you. So it's a lot still on my block popping off.
On my block.
So I'm going to let my man Big E and Ray, if y'all don't mind, join the table. Y'all got any questions, though? I'll be over there in the corner. Feel free to me. I love this shit. I can do this all day.
Go ahead and introduce yourselves, fellas.
What's up? I'm Ray. Well, that's what they call me, but I'm Ray A. Frank. Ray A. Frank the second. You got me? Okay. Yeah, I'm Raymond A. Frank the second, but everybody call me Ray. I'm one of the executive producers, and I also play Seneca in the movie.
Okay.
Yo, this is Eric Thomas. Call me Big E. I'm a writer. That's pretty much it.
Hey, what did he say on the wood? He said, my name was Mike. I like baseball.
So how did y'all come up with the concept for the movie?
Well, my man Latari, he do a lot of stuff. He be writing, and if he get to that point where he feel like, yo, get us to Big E, and then he let me get in, and we just knock it out.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a team thing.
So when y'all get together, what kind of weed y'all smoking? Because I know it's listen. Y'all over there off joints or y'all over there off woods? What y'all brothers doing, man?
You know, I'm gonna be real with you, man. We whipped out some raps and some shit today. So
Okay. I be knowing, bro. I know it. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't got time for all that.
That's weed smoking. We be knowing, because I'm tired of people trying to keep that shit in the club. Like, man, y'all know what the hell we getting together to do. Shit, you gonna give me what you wrote. I'm gonna write this new shit. We gonna put this shit together. We gonna call it a day. And then we gonna live. And we gonna call Ray, and Ray gonna have stuff too. Somebody call Deuce. We know he got it too. God damn it.
Going down.
Yeah.
Deuce is there to hit him if they pass it to him.
June 17th, my block.
Yeah, June 17th, man. Y'all come on in. Come be a part of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Most definitely gonna hook y'all up. We're gonna get some tickets.
Now, which theater again?
Bel Air. We at the Bel Air. We at the home theater. You know,
Everybody.
That's not give some okay, some
we bridge.
Some people tell lights out. You know, everybody get their mic.
Right there.
Everybody, yeah. Don't go.
Bel Air.
Go to the other side. Turn around, eh?
That's right.
So I know he was
Stay on the
saying
same side.
that y'all was doing, or is it you doing the open audition for YBI after?
Yeah, June 12th, we'll have a casting call for the movie, The Making of a Thug.
Okay.
It's
Where?
dealing with the beginning of the YBI before they was even the YBI. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? So we'll have that casting call. It'll be on 7 Mile in Lasher.
Oh, you stay over there.
Yeah, I put the address up for y'all before we leave, but it'll be between 1 and 4 o'clock.
Okay.
I'll be there.
Yeah, I'm in that thing.
Ain't that thing.
Make sure y'all there, man.
Ain't that thing. Do I need to bring a headshot and you don't know that shit?
Man, you can bring a headshot or whatever, but
I ain't got
we already figured that most people don't. But we have photographers there that's gonna take a picture of you.
Okay.
Oh, man, I might have to put the wheelchair in that thing. I'm a real life St. Louis for real. You understand me? Listen, what? No, you don't want to die. Everybody get the fuck out. Shit, not about to play with Shot-Town gonna pay me my
We
team.
got some more cameos too, and still on my block. Big Hurt, he got he in there.
Okay.
Who else we got?
Shout out to her.
My man who played the Biggie Smalls with Jamal.
Okay.
We got
Jamal. I talked to him.
But yeah, and Jamal, man, to tell you, he a cool guy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know. He really ride for Detroit every time he comes.
So
he want to go to Jay's Cafe. You know what I'm saying? And get something to eat. But he really ride for Detroit, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, he is in a lot of our movies. Like,
Man,
shit, I might as well get that nigga a spot on 7 Mile.
He said we gonna rent him a house.
He pulled up on 7 Mile Van Dyke to the barbershop. Like, dog, you getting the cut. He pulled right up off the airplane. You know what I'm saying? But he really did. You know,
Yeah, he used to be in here. Yeah. And you know, like people starting to realize too, like Drake was just here this week on the Low is the Keys. You know what I'm saying? But it'd be like people don't be understanding. Like Detroit really been like one of them cities for real. Because everybody come through here to come record and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling. White Mike probably doing Drake Masters right now type shit.
Yeah,
You know
they
what I'm
said
saying?
like DC like that too.
Yeah,
like DC, they
yeah.
got like a lot of stuff they show always showing White House and everything. You know.
Yeah, and then it's like, you know, here they feel comfortable coming here because it's like, you know, in Detroit, we kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? Because it'd be like, shoot, all of our people, like you say names like Hurt, to us, to me, he a legend. You know what I'm saying? Like, so for me, Trick and all of them, you know what I'm saying? For me, them legends. So I don't give a damn about no Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm used to seeing my neighborhood heroes here. Type shit. You feel me?
Because I'm talking about, I seen Trick from the beginning. See, you know what I'm saying? The Goon Squad. You know what I'm saying? So to see where he at now, you know, that's a
to see that growth. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, he from the D. He repping.
Mm-hmm. We hot right now. Shout out to our city, goddamn.
Yeah, we bring a lot of clubs, other places like that.
Yeah,
and
especially rap.
I mean, it's a lot of creativity here. It's a lot of talented people. It's just that only thing is just too much people. You know, everybody worried about them, and it's no teamwork. Nobody
the unification.
Because if everybody did that, bro, it'd be a whole different story as far as Detroit, as far as entertainment. Yeah. But right now, everybody, you know, they beefing and got this Nick and Nack worried about who up here, who down there. I'm
Crap in the barrel.
All these dudes out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Alfonso Settles, he doing a lot out here. Kamal, you know, he's doing a lot. All them dudes, man, they started from down there, now they up there, and we should be pushing them so they can get where they at, so they can pull us up. Yeah. You know, but everybody not thinking like that.
Cause they paying attention though, bro. Like I knew Detroit was getting places when Shaq said something about McGraw Ave, and for him to have said something about McGraw Ave, and then he said something about McGraw Ave while they were taping. Like that's prime time TV. So like that's one hell of a shout out to get right then and there. But I'm not gonna lie though, like from like I'm trying to think. I think it was like 4KT or something was like one of the first Detroit movies I seen here, and that's our shit always been good. Like our stuff ain't one of them ones where it be like overly. It's like it don't be like overly cheap type shit.
It's always been a story everybody.
Yeah, and then it's a story that everybody can relate to, and then it's just like for you to see like certain names that's in these movies, and then you know what I'm saying, for us to be in people like you know what I'm saying, Jamal to come here to fuck with us like he do. You know what I'm saying? That's major. You know what I'm saying? That's major.
I'm talking about in Cali, bro. They was talking about McGraw Avenue. And as far as our music in Cali, they love dog.
Oh yeah, they love it. Oh yeah,
I'm talking about everywhere in LA. I'm like, dang, they playing off everything where I went. It was Detroit music, so I was tripping off that. You know what I'm saying?
I remember being in the hood, and they used to have Deuce 8 over on Reedy. Used to have the little clubs in the back of the yard, have concerts, E40, all them little rappers be coming here, concert in the hood.
Yeah.
You know, we ain't at the hall, we in the hood.
I just thought about that. My man's people just had they just had Project Pat at the building on 6th.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For a party. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. Like but people be up here dealing with people though. You know what I'm saying? Like rest in peace Showboat, but BG used to be up here all the time. Showboat. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Like,
that's right.
So yeah, it'd be like that.
Yeah, so, I don't know if y'all got no callers, but if anybody call in, we got 2 general admission tickets that we giving away. So if
what's the number?
Call in,
what's the number?
Man, what is the number?
2 general admission tickets
for June 17th premiere of On My Block.
Okay. Yeah. So if you're tapping in right now, call
Bel
in.
Air Theater.
Yep. And we was on my block till they came with the show. Then we dropped the Steel.
Still on my
block. They came with the little cable joint and it's on my block. So we was out before. We was out before. And we think we got our plug on it before they do. You know what I'm saying? With the hookup, so we don't know. We might go back.
Yeah, you might have to.
Get that $1, you know what I'm saying? Get that $1.
Yeah, send them a cease and desist. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, send them a cease and desist. Yeah. This our shit first. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Let us get that. Y'all ain't straight.
Yeah.
So they ain't about to fashion over y'all.
No. That's thanks to Mr. Dawson too. Mr. Dawson be working it, man. It's good to have that history working with you now.
Mr. Dawson, he is a good guy. Like he said, he did a lot of stuff. He got a catalog as far as Michael Jackson. He did all of that.
Hey, listen, as soon as you say Michael Jackson, for me, it's just like legendary.
I mean, Prince to Temptations, he did it all of it. You know what I'm saying? And he a good guy because he really believed in this project because it took us a while, man. We started this like 4 years ago.
Okay.
You know, and it was like we fell off. We had to get another cast. And then we fell off. We had to get another this and that. Right. And then it was like, that's why I told him, we seeing this to the 17th. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because it's too much blood, sweat, and tears.
That y'all done put on that. Yeah.
Gotta see it through.
And that's why y'all gotta go back and get y'all goddamn dollars.
We just talking about it's hard to make people just wear the same clothes lows in the D. You know what I'm saying? You gotta wear that again, bro.
Yeah, you right.
Do with that.
Only time that happens to us, somebody ain't see you in it. Like, let me spin the block.
Y'all gonna see me today.
Hey, you know what? I really do think that is something that we solely only do here. Cause I ain't gonna hold you up. If I don't feel like the right people see me, I'm for sure spinning the block on that outfit all over again.
We like that outfit.
Rocking it again.
The whole way through, same cologne and everything. I might mess around and play the whole mix from that day all over again. God damn it, shit. 'Cause this is how I was feeling when I put this outfit on. God damn it. See me.
White tee clean, nigga. That bitch can make it a whole nother wear.
Nigga had a theme song off with that outfit on.
You hear me? I'm coming through. Doom.
Hell yeah.
With that old school, I can do. You hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, what was that noise? Can y'all explain? Y'all old or not? What was that noise that he used to have that wackadoo on there? That right there, bro. Cause that's
I don't know what the hell that was.
That was somebody getting their ass whooped in the back.
it had to be though, bro. Cause it'd be like the beat already catch you know what I'm saying? Cause we black, you know what I'm saying? As long as we got some bass to it, we on it. But then that wackadoo come in, he's like, damn, okay. Shit.
Extra too.
And them niggas used to stride too. They ain't just walk back in the day. Them niggas had to stride on their ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then they had them funky ass them names too. You had a nigga named Pretty Tony and a nigga named Pretty Tony and Ugly Albert. And these two niggas is the exact opposite. This nigga Pretty Tony ugly than the motherfucker, and Albert is like, this nigga got the bitches.
So on them names executively.
Yeah. Knowing, having the knowledge you have now, as old as you are, if you could pick a time to go back with the knowledge you have now, what year or what time would you go back?
When my whooping stopped.
I would go back to the ninth grade. I would go back to the ninth grade because that's when I kind of lost it. You know, started skipping, doing all the crazy stuff. I had basketball going for me. I was playing the drums. I had a lot going for me, but coming up because of not really having the guidance I needed, you know what I'm saying? I started getting off in high school, so I made it out. But I believe that if I would have took it back to that point and did things different, a whole lot of stuff would have been different. You know what I'm saying? So I think that ninth grade was for me.
Yeah. What you think?
90s.
Okay.
Right, 90s. Mom got tired. I wore down. So as soon as I wore down, it was good. Cause there wasn't no more whoopings. I come in. She like, yo, when you come in, just lock the door. Them was the good times right there.
They keep asking us stuff like we old as hell.
Oh, yeah, it was.
This is a question. That was for y'all. That's for everybody.
See, but look, though, y'all got to think, though, like,
worded it kind of sounded like y'all older.
For y'all too, yeah, same question.
Well, for me, I go back to September 11th, 2001.
Oh, okay.
Because that's when I learned the world is on some bullshit. I was at school watching that shit hit, and I'm like, damn, I can't go home either? I see what it is. I see what's happening.
You sick, bro. This nigga said because he couldn't go home.
I wasn't expecting
It
that
made me
answer.
pay attention, though. Like,
couldn't
when you
go
looked at
home,
it,
bro.
because you got to look at this shit, and then you watching these planes hit this building, you trying to analyze, like, now how is that plane hitting that building like that, and it ain't doing what I'm thinking it
Hey,
should
but
do?
look though, I ain't gonna. Did you watch the documentary on that?
Man, I
on
saw
Netflix?
that shit.
So look, after watching that Netflix documentary, I was like, why we ain't bombing them people again, bro? Because what the fuck? They fucked. Hey, listen, bro. That was hey, why? Listen, bro. People was jumping out the window that day, bro, from like the 100th floor. And they smacking the ground, sound like rocks.
You gotta pick the best or the worst of either.
You know what I'm saying? Like
either jump out or burn. You know what I'm saying?
And then it was they was saying too, like that day it was like a lot of weird stuff was going on because it was like a lot of parents that was supposed to be there with their kids, but they was saying like it was like a sickness that broke out. And it's kind of like for me, I grew up in the church. It's like shoot, this was God's spirit in your life this day. You know what I'm saying? For you, you weren't supposed to be there that day. Them people that was,
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
I got a cousin that worked at the Pentagon. He for some reason he didn't go to work that day. You know what I'm saying? He worked there, so that was his blessing because it hit
Because the Pentagon got hit too.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
That shit.
But what about you, Kendra? What about?
I wouldn't change nothing. I wouldn't.
You said stud.
No, I'm just saying, I'm satisfied with what's going on right now.
Oh,
Bro.
well, hey, when you say it like that, yeah. For me, I had to go back to the day I got shot. It would have to be the day I got shot. It would have to be the day I got shot. Cause I worked for a lot of shit from hosting them parties downtown to get to where I was at, and then you know what I'm saying. And for a whole year, like I could have possibly bounced back before a whole year. I was in the house. I ain't know who to trust. Like I just got shot the fuck up. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, and my body was different. You know what I'm saying? I was still learning this shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't be out in public having accidents on yourself. They gonna talk about you on the internet, man.
You need to be home during that time, though.
Yeah, like, but you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna lie, bro. I missed out on a lot of shit. Like, shouts out to my nigga Stewie. You know what I'm saying? But it was like after I got started, Stewie kind of moved in and like kind of took off because Stewie started hosting everything that I was already doing. Like, you feel me? So it was just like, but yeah, I just go back to that. Like she said, now I can't really complain because it's like I'm different with this wheelchair shit. You know what I'm saying? I still be outside. You feel me? I do everything on my own. You know what I'm saying? I ain't looking over my shoulder, none of that type of shit. But it's like a lot of stuff that I work for. You know what I'm saying? I done watched other people get blessed for, and I done watched them kind of fumbling. I'm kind of like, shit, I need my shit back. Right. Oh yeah, I just go back to where I got shot for real.
Me? Well, we can go ahead. I'm gonna go first. Sorry.
Oh, well, we going back?
No, if you could go back, that's what you were saying. Like with all the knowledge, like if you know all the knowledge you got now. Oh, and another thing, I would have put some money on Bitcoin because I'd be richer than me.
When Ray said he'll go back to his high school years. Okay. And I think for myself, I would have to go back to the late 80s, junior high. Because junior high is what influenced us when we got to high school to have that certain behavior. Okay. So in junior high, I would tell myself, because I was in the music business then. You know, I was one of the original recording artists in Detroit. We had a group called the Rapping Rascals. We had billboards, bus stop benches. Nobody had this stuff, but Hip Hop Records did. And I would focus more on the business and then trying to be in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So I would go back to 87, 88.
Oh, see? Okay. See, y'all wonder why we calling y'all. Get to the root. You feel me? I was born in 89. You feel me? Like, I was born in 89. I'm born in 89. You talking about middle school. I wasn't even here.
Class of 89.
Oh, see? Oh, shit.
89, I was in the runner going to Muskegon.
Y'all was living. It was just coming around.
Hey, so look, how y'all feel about the weed laws? Yeah, see, I'm glad we got some old school gangsters in here, because how y'all feel about how stuff is turning around now?
What weed law and shit? I'm smoking regardless. Okay. Roll up.
I would say it never passed that shit.
Honestly, they did, man, because there was a lot of people. It was really just another tool for them to get young brothers locked up. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm saying they was going crazy locking us up for that. Where you got cocaine and all that, you got white people doing all that. You ain't hearing about how many, you know what I'm saying, getting pulled over, harassed for a drug that's way more damaging than weed. You know
and even with that being said, it's like they put all the laws in the newspaper. So all we got to do is start reading and educating ourselves. Yeah. So whether they made it legal or not, we still know how to maneuver. And motherfucker, I ain't got an ounce on me. This a quarter. I know the law. You know what I'm saying? Give them the business. Well, we gotta stop being scared to get ass the business. That's why we gotta read and educate ourselves. Each one teach one. Stop being scary, because there's a lot of scary motherfuckers out here in the world. Fuck that scary shit. Scary shit brings on negativity. When you face that shit head on, you feel much better about everything. Teaching our kids and growing businesses and everything. Fuck with the white man and everybody trying to give you grow our own food, be our own shit. Let's bring Tuscaloosa back, Black Wall Street, all around the nation instead of just one state. Because we got the knowledge and the ability to do it now. It's just not unified.
I'm glad y'all said that too, because I talked about that on here on one of our episodes. Like our generation, bro, they don't. Oh, we got a caller.
Yeah.
Must be two sides. Thank you for calling in. They called about them. They called to get them block tickets. Didn't they?
Caller, what's your name? Where you from?
What I do is Tim from the city.
We from the east side or from the west side?
West side all day.
Yes, indeed.
West side.
Yeah.
cut that out. I'm from the east.
Oh no, we love these too.
We got West side from the east side too.
So you watching us on Facebook?
Yep, on Instagram, Facebook. I watch y'all every week. What you talking about?
Okay,
What you talking about?
That
That was on South Mary to you?
We got to get her them tickets.
That's T.
Which T?
She was on the show a couple weeks ago. Or like last week ago.
Oh, see? Oh yeah, she cheated to get them tickets. She cheated to get them tickets. You feel me? She cheated to get them tickets, but we appreciate you though.
Truly.
I watch like everybody else. What you mean?
She said she want tickets. Then what up?
You got some questions for our guest or any of the hosts today?
Yeah, any questions first before we get the tickets away?
You said what?
Any questions first before we get the tickets away?
They heard tickets.
You called in. Yeah, your tickets.
Yeah, they heard.
Yeah.
You feel me? So listen though, y'all need to have me back on. I'm putting y'all on the spot. Oh, when y'all having me back on must be too far.
Come on now, you already know the routine, man. All you gotta do is hit us up like you just did and be like, yo, I'm ready to come back on and talk some more shit. And we got you. We'll put you on the schedule.
I'm ready to talk some more shit.
We don't hide nobody from nobody, man. This is an open platform.
We ain't ducking
Everybody
no smoke.
come bring that shit.
We ain't ducking no smoke.
I need you to come back anyway, dog, because you know you my yearly barber, dog. It's almost that time.
You feel me?
Where do you get cut?
Huh?
Where do you get cut?
My hair when I don't shave my damn self.
Oh, so she a barber?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. She nice with it.
So she should be getting one of them sending us her logo too then, so she can get
Oh yeah. They got that sponsorship package too.
You already got your ticket, so you can just get your little logo put on.
See.
You feel me?
You that sound like a move. That sound like the move.
Well, it's on.
Well, before we go, I want you to check, go on your Instagram at Still On My Block.
Yup. And they're gonna get them tickets to you.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get you them tickets.
I bet. I'm on it.
All right.
Appreciate you, Steve.
Appreciate you,
Thanks
Steve.
for calling in.
No problem. Y'all have a good shot.
All right.
You too.
That's all y'all gotta do.
Yeah.
What you mean?
She said, y'all have a good show. You said you too.
I don't know.
You too.
Man,
Have a good flight. You too.
You know how you were just saying, Hatari, how people are always scared too. I think sometimes people are ignorant to certain things, whether they read or not. You know, because the root word of ignorant is ignore. So sometimes they ignore to read, ignore to do the things that they're supposed to do. So that way, so it's like it's nothing that's not undiscovered or not new. You know, so it's a case where they don't read. So because reading is vital and it's fundamental, of course,
for sure.
You know, but it's a case where if you don't read and there's something under your nose that you could have fought or you could have been prepared for and you don't do it, now you still look stupid.
That's right.
Looking like a goofy.
Sometimes the answers be right in front of people.
That's right there.
Sometimes you got people who are willing to direct and mentor you as well. But like you said, they ignore it or they choose to do things their way or feel like they got a better solution and they don't go right. So like you said, man, that got a lot to do with it, including being fearful or not having faith in themselves.
Because you know,
the real shit, that's the only reason like cities like Atlanta been thriving and pushing and going so hard. Like because even when they know they got shit against each other, they ain't fucking with each other, they still put that shit aside for the bigger purpose. Right. Like the bigger picture. They all got that main goal that they all trying to aim, they trying to push the city towards. Once we do that shit, nigga.
And that's, if I may, that's one of the reasons I designed Still On My Block that way. You have 4 or 5 different entities that's working on this project. Me, my company, Smash My Films, Ray's company, you got Big E, you got John Dawson. So what I did, I brought everybody from Inkster from the east side to the west side together to build the project as well as the cast and the crew as well. You know what I'm saying? So everybody came from everywhere. And I wanted them to feel like now we bringing Detroit together because you got all walks of life now on this building this project.
And you know what? Shout out to Inkster too. I'm glad he said that too. People don't be understanding like you can't really talk about Detroit history without throwing Inkster off top the east side and the west side, but you got to put Inkster and Highland Park.
That's right.
And Pontiac is a part of that. A part of that. And if you know, you know. If you don't, you ain't got no good uncle.
You ain't got no good uncle.
Facts.
No good uncle.
But we got like 10 minutes to go here, you know.
Oh, one thing too, before we leave, bro. You brought up something earlier about when we was talking about the tough guys and all that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That shit need to be cut out. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, you know, you got the tough guys being over tough, and then you got the other dudes being bullied. It's a lot that's driving us crazy already. You know what I'm saying? You got the COVID stuff. You got unemployment. Well, now you don't have unemployment because don't nobody.
Oh, they broke as hell.
Well, you know what I'm saying?
No. Call it what it is. No, they finished.
Yeah.
They broke, man. They finished. Yeah, they finished.
All the PPP's gone.
They finished.
Everybody stimulus gone. You know, so now it's too much going on for you to be walking past your brother. Because every time I see a brother, man, I used to be in that mentality where we walking past and you looking at him, me mugging, trying to who the hardest nigga. But that's stupid. You know what I'm saying? So I look at my brothers now when I walk past, it's like, what up, dog? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some dudes, they don't say nothing. I'm like, okay, cool. But some dudes, I done seen guys that you done said what up, dog, to. They so surprised that you said it that it kind of make them feel good. Like, oh, what up, bro? You know what I'm saying? And they might have needed that.
It's time. You got to crack the shell.
So, bro, we got to get past all that trying to be hard shit. And then, like I said, I got 5 boys. I raised 5 boys and 1 girl. You know what I'm saying? So, all my boys, ain't none of them never been in trouble with no law. And none of them had to sell no dope. Ain't none of them did nothing that they had to do illegal. I did all that. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is you mold your kids to be a certain way and have a certain mentality, so they look at their brothers as brothers. You know what I'm saying? And not as, oh, he that nigga or he that. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's called selective toxic masculinity. That's what I call that, because you select who you're gonna be tough to or who you're not gonna be tough to when you're walking up the street.
Hey, same thing like you said on Friday. Debo don't act like that with them niggas around the corner. Because
somebody will see me, and if you know me, I'm happy all the time. Not necessarily happy, but I'm me all the time. You know, I don't walk around mugging.
You happy?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Would you say that you're gay?
No.
He's happy. This is Pride Month.
That's for last week. That's for last
And
week.
shut up,
play too much.
Yeah, I got him.
Told me my
No, listen, bro. I had to get him. Listen, I told him I was getting him back, bro. He got that kryptonite joke.
You look me
You feel me? Yeah. My man got him.
I wish I had some of that, you know, or that you have, or that bounce, whatever. See me, I tell them I'm alive. You know, so anything else after that, I'll take care of when I take care of it.
Thanks.
But that's the main focal point of my day anyway. I'm trying to see tomorrow. You know, so for me, that's all it is.
Yeah,
you know.
But you know, we about to end up closing now, but it's like, to be honest, it'd be like, as much as we want to get rid of that, it's like, for some reason, it's hard, but it's because Detroit, as big as we are, we still small. You see what I'm saying? And it really don't even be more so like, prime example, me and Mac could be beefing. Me and Mac can shake hands. But Mac don't really got control over his little niggas like I might got control over my little. So then you have that type of shit to be going on. You know what I'm saying? Because in all actuality, bro, these kids, they savages, and they only savages because they only grew up listening to the music. Like, when I be looking at the shit that we had coming up, like, we had the Blue Pigs that used to come to school and all, like, the Police Band and all of them. And it kind of had, like, when we seen the Blue Pigs, it ain't make us resent police like how we resent police now. And then it's too much shit that's going on with social media to where these kids are seeing certain shit. They seeing the world at a different light from what we seen. So they getting it raw and uncut without nothing being put on top of it. You see what I'm saying? Like, our parents sugarcoated that shit. They stepped on that shit for us. These kids getting it raw. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of, as much as we want this to change, we, like y'all keep saying, we got to get back into getting into these youth on what's real and what's not.
You know what that is too? Like, their parents are still growing up with them.
Yeah, see, and that's the next thing. We had grandmas. They don't got grandmas. You see what I'm saying? Because even if your mama was crazy as hell and was wild, your grandma come and get you, and your grandma whooped your ass.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Made you go pick them bitches too.
Hello?
Let you pick the wrong one.
Oh, that's your ass.
Go get another one. And each time you got a small one, they just braided that.
Yeah, braid that.
Oh, hold on, wait though.
Get another one.
And shout out to my grandma Peaches. You know what I'm saying? Because my grandma tell you, Peaches don't whip clothes.
Right.
Peaches don't pants down, drop them drawers.
Peaches don't whip clothes.
Drop
you understand me? Yeah, listen. Everybody in this room heard that ass cheese got a little tight. Cause y'all know what that means. Everybody in here know what that means. You
and don't think you being smart or drop them drawers and pull a drawer out the dresser, nigga. You really about to get fucked up. Drop them drawers. Okay.
Man, shouts out to the ass whoopers, boy. Because ass whoopers was saving lives.
Yeah, they saved a lot of lives, man. They ain't nobody getting whoopings now.
That's
why
the
they
next
all
thing, too. That's why they out of line. Because I know ass whooping saves my life, boy. Because my daddy whooped me one time in my life, boy. And I swear for Jesus, that man whooped me for the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. And that was in the 3rd grade. My daddy ain't whooped my ass like that since, boy. Because I said, oh, you remember how he did us in the 3rd grade? Imagine what he gonna do now.
So he was talking to your ass when he told us that?
You know what? I see how we gonna end up doing this. I see how you want to play this game.
It's like a nigga like, yo.
You feel me? I see what type of, next week it's on. I see how y'all want to play this.
Hey,
okay.
Shout out to Spoon Fed
Shout out to Key and Shay.
Key and Shay, you know, of course. Shout out to Shalanta Brand. You know, this is me, Karen.
And we care a lot.
Oh, shout out to the cast and the writers of
Still on my
Hello.
Y'all make sure y'all come out June 17th at the Bel Air Luxury Cinema. The red carpet start at 7 o'clock and the movie start at 8. So y'all see it.
Get down there, man. Support the business. Support the man.
Get your tickets, too. Get your tickets.
Get them tickets. They on Eventbrite.
And shout out VIP wear for the Hoochie Daddy shorts.